common spaces can be anything from void decks to community centres, and even schools. As useful as common spaces are, they all have their flaws. Common spaces are a place where many people from different walks of life can carry out various activities. Common spaces can be football fields, barbecue pits, and multi-purpose halls, and activities that take place in these places have caused many conflicts. Therefore, I feel that common spaces are unsuccessful in uniting Singaporeans. To elaborate further, the problems that often come along when sharing common spaces include physical and verbal conflict, which would cause disharmony among the residents. For example, a simple case of an Indian or Chinese family not cleaning up their pork from the barbecue pits properly could seem like an act of disrespect to a Malay family who booked the next slots for the barbecue pit. These are just some of the reasons that back up my stand.
Why didn't you just...
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There are many reasons why our team thinks that the policy of making common space in Singapore is unsuccessful. One reason is that common space can cause more tension between the races. This, in turn, results in higher chances of fights breaking out. A very recent example would be the Little India riots, which happened 2 years ago in Little India. Thus, common spaces can result in violence and chaos. The contrast of customs amongst the different races are another cause. An example would be the incident that started when a Chinese family lodged a complaint against their Indian neighbor who was cooking curry. This resulted in a political conflict due to curry. Hence, my views pertaining to creating common spaces are extremely unsuccessful due to many potential problems.
A very good afternoon to all of you that is present. I strongly agree to what my group's previous speaker has presented. I would like to further add on to the many reasons why sharing common space is unsuccessful in uniting Singaporeans. People not knowing how to properly use common space will lead to cultural conflicts. For example, in a neighborhood area, residents of many races gather and live together. Their many customs and way of lives differ greatly from one another, which will lead to the inevitable aggravation of conflicts. A Chinese lady who did a mass burning of hell bank notes in a recent incident caused a huge mass of smoke to traverse upwards the HDB flats and into the residents' homes. The Malay and Indian residents complained, and even some of the Chinese complained about the inconsiderate act. This is a problem that came about from the sharing of common spaces. Another example, a Malay family had applied for and received approval to hold a wedding celebration at the void deck of an HDB flat. But a Chinese family set up a wake there without realizing that the space has already been reserved. This led to a heated argument and an unpleasant outcome, such as a mob fight. It is a truly unpleasant scene to see a good-natured citizen of Singapore argue over the problems. However, sharing of common spaces will not improve these circumstances. In fact, as you all may have already realized, it will provide even more opportunities for conflicts to occur.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By now, you should be wondering where the real problem lies. The sharing of common spaces or the people using the common space? My stand is that the policy of sharing common spaces is unsuccessful in uniting Singaporeans, mainly because of the users. The reason for this is because sharing of common spaces is the root of many problems, such as racial tensions and cultural conflicts. There are many examples for us to support our views, one of which, an assistant director from the National Trade Union Congress, or better known as NTUC, was sacked due to her racist comments on her Facebook page. She ranted about her offensive remarks on Malay weddings being held in void decks, and further elaborated on how the culture was unappealing to her. She was requested immediately to take down those hurtful comments. This shows that even a reputable member of a well-known organization is capable of such lowly deeds, let alone the other Singaporeans Yes, sharing common spaces do come with perks. But are those perks really worth it when you consider the flaws? Negative. From what we have shared, it is obvious that there is a very real tension between the races. We do not believe that with the current state of Singaporeans, that people of different races, or sometimes even the same races, can coexist well with one another. If people cannot learn to compromise, everyone will just be unhappy and conflict will just continue to happen. Thus, it is in our strong belief that sharing of common spaces is extremely unsuccessful in uniting Singaporeans. Thank you.